This is the Fox 5 News Block.
Well, speculation and concern continue to swirl in New Jersey about mystery drone sightings, and President-elect Trump is weighing in on what he wants the feds to do about it. And another shakeup at City Hall. A top aide to the mayor resigns and then confirms she's expecting an indictment from the Manhattan DA's office. Good afternoon. I'm Sharon Crowley. Welcome to the News Block. We begin with some breaking news. 3 people are dead and others hurt after a shooting at a school in Wisconsin. Officials say it happened earlier today at the Abundant Life Christian School, which is a private school in Madison. While many details remain unclear at this time, the city's police chief confirming that the suspect, who is a child, is among the dead. The chief also said the officers did not fire their weapons.
Today is a sad, sad day, not only for Madison, but for our entire country, where yet another police chief is doing a press conference to speak about violence in our community.
Well, according to its website, the Abundant Life Christian School has nearly 400 students from kindergarten through high school. And longtime aide-in-chief to advisor Mayor Eric Adams, Ingrid Lewis-Martin, says she expects to be indicted in the coming days. She made the announcement with her attorney today. Lewis-Martin resigned abruptly on Sunday after it became clear that the Manhattan DA was presenting evidence to a grand jury. Lewis-Martin has been under investigation since at least September. That's when the DA's attorneys seized her cell phones at JFK when she was returning from vacation. And shortly after news broke that her cell phones were seized, Lewis-Martin said that she had plans to retire in early January.
It tells us that clearly this is what the Manhattan District Attorney's Office wanted. They wanted a press conference. They wanted headlines. And sadly, that's because politics has really infiltrated the justice system. There are not too many things that President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump agree upon, but that is one of them.
And just a few minutes ago, the mayor spoke about Lewis-Martin leaving her position, but would not answer additional questions about the possible indictment.
She's not only has been constantly by my side throughout this entire journey. She's not only a friend, but she's my sister, and I love her so much. And I just really ask God to give her strength in the days to come.
Lewis-Martin says that she is innocent and has not taken any bribes. President-elect Donald Trump holding a press conference today. He says he will consider a pardon for Mayor Adams. Adams is facing federal indictment accusing him of accepting years of luxury gifts in exchange for favors. Now, the mayor has pled not guilty. His trial is expected to start in April. Well, there's growing frustration in New York and New Jersey over a rash of drone sightings. Local and state lawmakers are demanding answers from the feds. There have been thousands of reported sightings, and some have been seen over military installations and near airports. Officials say the drones do not show up on regular FAA flight radar screens. President-elect Trump weighed in on the situation.
The government knows what is happening. Look. Our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
Well, on Saturday, the U.S. Department of Defense confirmed the sightings without saying much more. They said they are not some foreign government. Well, Luigi Mangione could waive his extradition here to New York reportedly as early as tomorrow. The 26-year-old is accused of shooting and killing the CEO of United Healthcare, and he is currently being held in prison in Pennsylvania. Manhattan prosecutors are reportedly already presenting evidence to a grand jury, and Governor Hochul said she intends to issue a governor's warrant for his extradition as soon as possible. RFK Jr. is on Capitol Hill this week trying to gain support as Trump's nominee to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. He's set to meet with more than 24 Senate Republicans in the next few days. Fox's Caroline Shively has much more.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. crisscrossing Capitol Hill Monday, planning to meet with a quarter of the Senate this week, 25 senators, about his nomination to become the next health secretary.
I think we'll get it done, and I think we're going to get a lot of people in the room.
Some Republicans have questions about Kennedy's pro-abortion stance, and Democrats are expressing concern over his promotion of debunked theories connecting vaccines to autism.
If RFK fuses his personal brand with the organs of state, he can drive vaccine uncertainty, particularly for the measles and polio vaccines, which collectively have saved more than 100 million lives in the last 50 years.
In a letter to his colleagues this weekend, outgoing Senate Republican leader and polio survivor Mitch McConnell called efforts to undermine public confidence in proven cures dangerous and said any Trump nominee would do well to steer clear of even the appearance of association with such efforts. But senators on both sides of the aisle seem to like what Kennedy has to say about making food healthier.
We got to tell the food industry, stop making our kids overweight and causing all kinds of health problems.
I support RFK 110% to be the new secretary because I think he brings a lot to the job that's unique. He's going to shake up these departments.
A Fox News poll shows that 48% of Americans believe the Senate should confirm RFK Jr., the highest of all Trump's cabinet nominees voters were asked about. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox 5 News.
Well, Christmas, of course, just a week away, but the threat of delayed packages could spoil the holiday cheer. Here's a list of the best dates to ship your packages so that they arrive on time. For the Postal Service, you'll want your packages to arrive by Christmas Day. You need to ship them by ground delivery by December 18th. For Alaska and Hawaii, you need to ship them today. And for FedEx, you can ship by the 23rd. And for UPS, just go to ups.com to find out. Now, as you finish up your Christmas shopping, be sure to keep an eye for any potential scams. There are several making the rounds right now. Fox 5's Meredith Gorman has more on what you should be looking out for.
These scams typically come by text or email, presenting themselves as the actual Amazon, as you can see in this scam email shown here. And some are so sophisticated that it's extremely difficult to tell the difference between the real Amazon and these fake scam messages.
I just immediately delete them. It's like we're waiting for your approval for your package to be delivered. So it's pretty scary.
It happens all the time to me. And the other thing is that the texting looks so legitimate.
Cybersecurity experts tell us these Amazon-type scams have drastically increased in the past month.
Just in the last 2 months, we've seen over 1,000 Amazon scam sites being registered. So Amazon lookalike scams, brand impersonation scams. So it's a crazy uptick.
Nicoletti told me that 1 in 5 adults that are seeing these emails and texts are actually clicking on these scams. And they've become so common these days that just about everyone with an online presence has received one at some point, with some of the scams being specifically tailored to your interests using artificial intelligence. Protecting yourself from these scams is key, and experts say if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
If you see a deal, especially if it comes in from Amazon, don't click on that email. Go right to Amazon, log into that page. Hopefully you're using a unique password, a password manager, and multi-factor authentication. Log into Amazon and look for that deal directly on their website.
Fox 5 reached out to Amazon directly about consumers being scammed this holiday season. And a spokesperson told us in a statement that they encourage people to report suspected scams to them at amazon.com/reportascam. But this prevalence of scams is leading some people to just do their shopping in person.
That's why we're here, just buying up all Manhattan, because I don't want to do online anymore. I'm so scared. It's such a scam.
All right, well, Staten Island ferry riders have a holiday treat on the horizon. Dunkin' is aiming to hold a grand opening on the ferry service before the end of this year. The coffee and donut chain was chosen as the new concessions operator on the boats. The stands will return to 2 ferries, the Staff Sergeant Michael H. Aulis and the Dorothy Day, and it will eventually expand to the rest of the fleet. The Dunkin' operations will also serve alcohol sometime at a later point. Well, it's a dream come true for Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. She fulfilled one of her life goals, performing on Broadway. She took the stage Saturday for a one-night-only performance in And Juliet. Justice Jackson played a new ensemble character created specifically for the evening.
Female empowerment. Sick. Show me the meaning of
Well, Jackson is the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court and also the first Supreme Court justice to perform on Broadway. Congratulations. Well, taking a live look now outside, more rain on the horizon. Liv, it was really rough getting into work today.
Yeah, not the best morning to be on the roads or be outside. Yeah, we got a decent amount of rain, about 3/4 of an inch in New York, and then even more if you were west in Newark or out east on Long Island, over an inch. And then we had some snow, too, in parts of Connecticut, the Hudson Valley, and New Jersey. Now, on our satellite radar, it looks like we've gotten rid of that rain, but unfortunately, we are about to get a second round. Now, you see on our larger satellite radar, there's a warm front, and that's what's bringing us warmer temperatures today and tomorrow. So that is the good news, but you see more rain behind that. You also see a cold front behind that, so we're also going to see a big drop in temperatures mid to late week. Currently not too bad. 46 is the temperature for New York, 49 out east. Still stuck in the 30s though up in Connecticut, where it's just 34 for Hartford and 37 for Poughkeepsie. But we're all warmer than we were this time yesterday. We're seeing the biggest difference in New Jersey, about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. A little bit of a wind chill, so we are being affected by the breeze a bit. See, it feels like 30 for Hartford. It feels like 35 for Bridgeport, and we still feel like we're in the 30s, even though we're in the mid to upper 40s. That's because we're getting this easterly wind, about 16 miles an hour in New York. We've seen those winds speed up the last few hours, and we have some pretty strong wind gusts right now in New York and out on Long Island. We're going to see those gusts of wind as we get that second storm that's going to pass through later tonight. Especially if you're out east on Long Island. We'll get some strong winds, and that will last into tomorrow morning as well, because the rain that we're about to get is going to stick around Tuesday morning too. We'll get to 51 as our high today in New York. Same thing out east on Long Island. We'll stay in the 30s though for Hartford, and also be 51 down the shore in New Jersey. So here's that second round of rain that we're about to get, and then it'll become scattered overnight and into tomorrow morning. Most of Tuesday is really not too bad. It will be warm, and we will get some sunshine after the rain moves through. Thursday is really our only truly dry day of the week, because we will get some rain and a little bit of snow on Friday. Tomorrow will be, tonight we'll have lows in the upper 40s. Even some of us will just stick with a low of 50. And then tomorrow, see, much warmer, high of 57. We have the rain in the morning. Then Wednesday we have some rain in the evening. Thursday dry, and then Friday back to rain. And you see the big drop in temperatures for the weekend.
I'm looking for snow for Christmas, but I don't know. Maybe it's too soon to know.
Too soon. Yes, we'll see.
All right. Thanks, Liv. We appreciate it. Well, that's your news block for now. I'm Sharon Crowley. Thanks so much for joining us. Tune in to the 5 o'clock news on Fox 5 tonight, right here on Fox Local for all the day's news as it develops. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good day.